Please subscribe to the channel. Press the bell icon. You'll be notified when Kalkine has a new video. Thanks for joining us. We have a trending topic to cover. Why are Cardano, Dogecoin all slipping despite Bitcoin's all-time high? I'm Sage for Kalkine Media. In late July, when Bitcoin began to re-emerge from the doldrums, other cryptocurrencies followed suit, and the last 3 or 4 months have seen the wider cryptocurrency market rise in price. We can't talk about Bitcoin's recent price hike, which sent it beyond $65,000 without talking about the probable influence of the Securities and Exchange Commission's decision to allow a Bitcoin ETF, that is electronically traded fund, to be included on the New York Stock Exchange. The reason this is such a big deal is it legitimizes Bitcoin once again, taking it from an asset which many considered fringe to a more legitimate, widely well-considered and trusted asset. But then, what's the story with Dogecoin and Cardano, whose prices haven't seemed to be buoyed by Bitcoin's good fortune? For Dogecoin, this wasn't initially the case. On the 12th of October, the meme coin's price was 22 cents US. Immediately after this, its price rallied, and by October 18th, its price had risen to 27 cents US. The most likely reason for the recent drop in price is a sell-off from the investors trying to capitalize on the gains that this meme coin has made over the past few months. And then we've got Cardano, who, along with the other smart contract-driven blockchains like Solana and Phantom, have seen tremendous growth in 2021, and largely as a result of issues surrounding Ethereum's aging platform, where transactions are slow and expensive. However, since September the 2nd, Cardano has gone from $3.03 US to 21st October's price of $2.22. A drop of around 24.75%. Cardano's price drop likely has something to do with its founder Charles Hoskinson, who announced at a conference earlier this week that he believes the US is trying to eradicate cryptocurrency. So basically, despite these recent dives from Cardano and Dogecoin, it's hard to imagine that these coins won't continue to rise along with Bitcoin's future success. If you do like this information, please like, share, comment on the video below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and if you do press the bell icon, you'll be notified when Kalkine has a new video. But for more information and regular updates, head to the website. It's kalkinemedia.com, and my name's Sage for Kalkine Media.